20 some years ago, I had a cervical issue that came back atypical. So went through some procedures with it, and they did a cryosurgery, and everything's been fine since. But my daughter's pregnancy was a hardcore, weird, just ran the mill with me. And then afterwards, I had a C-section, so I just haven't felt the same since. And I finally got in touch with a really good GYN and had some tests ran, and they found atypical endocells on my last pap smear. So they scheduled a ultrasound, and they did that. It came back fine. There was no polyps or anything. But then there's still that question of why. So we went ahead and they did a cervical and an endometrial biopsy on Wednesday. And so waiting to hear back. So hopefully it will be good news. But
it will be.
Yeah, it'll just be nice to know something at least.
You're a herbal cannabis educator.
Yes. It's what
how did you get into that?
So I've always loved the body and how the body works. All the way back from when I was a kid. I was that kid in science that loved, when it came to biology and we had to dissect everything. So I just wanted to know what's in there. How does it work? What's going on? Then I kind of lost track. My careers changed. I ended up in the military, did some stuff there. But then after, I picked up and went to school to be a medical assistant and continued on and got my associates in sports medicine. But I'm not like Western medicine ticks me off. So I can't being in a clinic just makes me mad, because it's constantly push this, push that, push this. And the amount of judgment that goes on behind the scenes in a doctor's office, don't even get me started. It's so bad. So I just kind of went off on my own and tried to figure out how to get myself healthy holistically and not have to turn to pills. Cause I've tried that weight loss, the Finnegan or whatever it's called. I've done that for a while, and that messes with your mind. It messes with your body. It is so just bad. And people are, oh, I'm on the fin. Oh yeah, get off that stuff. It's bad. Yeah. But, so I've just kind of continued to study the body. I got sick with pneumonia back in 2019. And then I got really serious with cannabis. And I started to notice changes with, if I picked a certain strain, my body would react a different way. So for example, if I picked like a really heavy sativa, I'd kill my appetite. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? So I started digging into the behind the scenes of the terpenes and the cannabinoids that are in those certain strains, and started relating the how I was feeling to whatever, I could figure out a terpene that might help and try that strain. And sometimes it would help. Sometimes I just needed to mix that plus something else, and boom, it would unlock something else. But just digging more into why my body was reacting and what's causing it to react. And then I found out, okay, we have this ECS system. What was that? Because I didn't learn anything about that in college, and started finding out that it's like this really big, important driver for our whole entire body and our whole health. And at that point, I started mixing like my probiotics and doing different natural things along with my cannabis, and drove my weight from 250 pounds down to, I got on the scale this morning at 135. So, wow. Right.